Today, a Nebraska Woodster, we're time to get the saws back out and get this pile cleaned up. Probably aren't going to happen today, but some will. All right, let's do it. Hey Woodsters, my name is Mike. Well, like you heard right behind me here, we are working on that pile that is right behind us. We're not going to get it all cleaned up today, but trying to run out a tank or two every night here before we go, but going to show you a little bit of what's gotten done here. So as you remember here, there next to these piles of tin, we had those 17 cords of wood. She gone. A little bit of pretty much nothing but splitting here for a while, and all of that is gone. Made a ton of great firewood. Also made a ton of boiler wood too, and you saw that in the last video there. But yeah, we're now going to keep working on this pile back here behind us because we are out of rounds. We got to wait for next rainstorm, get that slash hole burned up there. But yeah, let me bring you up here. A couple of things you'll see today. I think I'm going to get this little bit of this boiler wood and some of this slash pushed into the burn hole as well. The Devil's tractor with the debris forks on there have been working really well. So these little black bastard bugs are killing me. The wind back here, no wind tonight, so we'll see. They might chase me out of here. I just can't handle it. Those things are just annoying. So program here most recently is we're just cutting up some rounds, bring over the splitter right to the rounds, and then fill up the back of the Ranger and throw it into my new oversized cages that you've seen me built here probably, 3-4 weeks ago. Seems to be working pretty good. So anyway, a little bit of everything here today. One thing I like, well, there's one thing I don't like about as we get to the fall is that it gets dark too early. The one thing I do like is that by 5 o'clock, 5:30, that sun back in this corner put shade on this whole area here, so you're not just standing out in the sun. So in the middle of the summer, she doesn't get dark back here till 8:30 or 9. So yeah, we can get back here after work and get something done in the shade. So all right, let's get to it. We'll show you the program. Here we go. Okay. All right, well, there you go. Right behind me there, that's kind of the program here for a while till this pile gets cleaned up. So got all of that trash thrown back here in the old slash hole. So wait for a nice rainy day and we'll get out the bunker busters, get that baby burned back up. But now we're all set up here just in case I make it up here before dark. And I get a pretty good, I think I get a good day tomorrow. Not too hot. Tomorrow's Saturday, so we'll be able to get that cleaned up, keep working on that pile back there. As you can tell, I kind of move everything away from the pile, so I can get in there with the chainsaw and just some clear area back there so I'm not tripping over that and falling, and make it a little bit safer. But speaking of safer, we'll probably have to break down some of this, roll some of those off there. I don't need to be on the bottom side of those when they come crashing down and I'm not paying attention. So we'll probably try and get some of those off. You saw there I was just kind of working on the ends there and a little bit where I know it's not going to fall, but you never know on those piles, so you got to be extra careful. And Mama's mowing, so she's not going to be able to come down here and save me. So anyway, did have a couple other gentlemen jump into the yard tonight and just out for a cruise, so got into a little bit of my time, but not a big deal. I was on the phone anyway. So kind of see the program here, and these cooler nights, man, I work better, saws work better. Doesn't mean my beer light doesn't come on any quicker or any longer, or for that matter, it does come on quicker, because when the sun starts going down, the beer light comes on, and yeah, just the way it is. I'm going to take you with me here. I'm going to show you my new oversized cribs. Grab my beer and let's take a little travel. Flip you around so you can see the yard. So since you've been with me here, we had finished off this bin here. So that's all hand thrown. I didn't use the conveyor. I was using the tractor for all that boiler wood, but she is 3 pallets wide, and I kind of just stair-stepped it out here to follow the angle of the road. So did do a little bit of stacking. Forgot how much I love that. But anyway, both of those come out. She's 3 pallets wide, and we've started on what I would call the oversized bins. So a couple videos back, you saw me making these here. So with the pieces that I cut out of these IBC totes, I just flip them up on end and then add extensions to them. So you can kind of get how high it is compared to the pallets. So I haven't measured it, but anyway, started out with zip ties, and boy, felt good. I knew that wasn't going to last, and after a couple of comments, I thought through it. I'm like, yeah, that's going to work. So some of the old wire that I've been using from my pallet racks, I just wired all of those up there. But anyway, seems to work pretty good. Kind of a bird's eye view here. Yeah, maybe not with the sun. So program on this one here, at least this one, and maybe all of them, I've got plenty of IBC totes, is just go 2 wide and just follow it out here to the road and start over and do another 2 wide. Main reason for that is that once I get a skid loader or use the pallet forks that I got for the tractor, I can come in here and pick that up, and at least half of it will be picked up without having to hand throw it all. We'll have to figure out that program. How do you get it into a pickup? How do you get it into the 4-wheeler? How do you get it into a trailer without making a big mess and breaking everything? So anyway, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's kind of the program right now. We'll just keep working our way this way. You've seen the pile of IBC totes, so we just process them as we need them, and I still got them coming into the shop. So anyway, that's kind of the program here. Thanks for following me along. You guys know the program. Like, subscribe, and share. See you on the flip side.